Hollywood is no stranger to unconventional romances, and some celebrity couples have shocked fans with their massive age gaps. Whether it's decades between them or love-defying expectations, these relationships have sparked debates, admiration, and plenty of headlines. From rock legends finding love with partners young enough to be their children, to action heroes settling down with women who weren't even born when their careers began. These couples have challenged everything we thought we knew about compatibility and connection. 1. Mick Jagger and Melanie Hamrick. With a staggering 43-year age gap, the legendary Rolling Stones frontman and the talented ballerina have one of Hollywood's most surprising love stories. Their romance began in 2014 when they met at a concert during a particularly vulnerable time in Jagger's life following a personal loss. Melanie, then a professional dancer with the prestigious American Ballet Theater, wasn't just another face in the crowd. She was an accomplished artist in her own right who had dedicated her life to the demanding world of classical ballet. What started as a quiet connection between two artists from vastly different worlds soon blossomed into something much deeper. Despite Mick being in his 70s and Melanie in her late 20s, they found common ground in their shared passion for performance, creativity, and pushing artistic boundaries. In 2016, their relationship reached a beautiful milestone when they welcomed their son, Devereaux Octavian Basil Jagger, making the rock legend a father for the 8th time at the remarkable age of 73. While many men his age are enjoying retirement and grandchildren, Mick embraced fatherhood once again, with the same energy and enthusiasm that has kept him performing on stage for decades. Their life together is a fascinating blend of rock and roll glamour and classical elegance. Melanie has gracefully stepped into Mick's high-octane world of sold-out stadiums and world tours, while maintaining her own identity and continuing her dance career as a choreographer. They're often seen traveling the globe together, whether it's accompanying the Stones on tour or enjoying quiet family moments with their young son. Despite the scrutiny that comes with their 4-decade age difference, they've built a strong, committed relationship based on mutual respect and genuine affection. 2. Jason Statham and Rosie Huntington-Whiteley. This action hero and supermodel power couple have proven that a 20-year age gap is no match for true connection. Their love story began in 2010 at a party when Rosie was just 22 years old and already making waves as a Victoria's Secret angel and the face of Burberry. Jason, at 42, was the established tough guy of Hollywood, known for his roles in The Transporter and Crank. Despite coming from different generations and different worlds, she from the high-fashion runways and he from the adrenaline-pumping action films, their chemistry was undeniable from the start. Their relationship developed steadily over the years, with the couple mastering the art of balancing public glamour with private intimacy. After 6 years of dating and countless stunning red carpet appearances where they consistently ranked among the best-dressed couples, Jason proposed to Rosie in 2016 with a spectacular diamond engagement ring that had fans buzzing with excitement. The following year, in 2017, they welcomed their first child, Jack Oscar Statham, further solidifying their bond as they transitioned into parenthood together. What makes their relationship particularly special is how they've managed to maintain their individual identities while building a strong family unit. Rosie continues to dominate the fashion world while also developing her business ventures, and Jason remains one of Hollywood's most bankable action stars. Yet despite their busy careers and the constant spotlight, they've created a stable, loving environment for their son, proving that when two people truly connect, age becomes just another number in their love equation. 3. Dennis Quaid and Laura Savoy. Hollywood veteran Dennis Quaid made headlines when he married Laura Savoy, a PhD student 39 years younger than him, proving that intellectual connection can bridge any generational divide. The couple's story began in 2019 at a business event where their initial professional interaction quickly transformed into something much more meaningful. Laura, who was pursuing her doctorate in accounting at the time, brought a refreshing perspective to Dennis's life that had nothing to do with Hollywood glamour and everything to do with genuine compatibility and shared ambitions. Their whirlwind romance moved at lightning speed, with Dennis completely captivated by Laura's intelligence, drive, and down-to-earth nature. Just a few months after they started dating, Dennis surprised Laura with a spontaneous proposal during a romantic vacation in Hawaii in October 2019. He later described the moment as pure instinct, saying he simply knew she was the one. The couple sealed their love with an intimate wedding ceremony in June 2020 in Santa Barbara, California, choosing a small private celebration over a Hollywood spectacle. This marked Dennis's fourth marriage. He was previously married to actress P.J. Soles, real estate agent Kimberly Buffington, and actress Meg Ryan, with whom he shares son Jack Quaid, who has followed in his parents' footsteps as an actor. Despite the constant speculation and raised eyebrows about their 39-year age difference, Dennis and Laura have remained unshakable in their commitment to each other. Dennis has been vocal about defending their relationship, consistently stating that love doesn't follow a timeline and that he's found his perfect match in Laura. They're frequently spotted traveling together, sharing adventures, and supporting each other's diverse interests. Laura has embraced life in the public eye while maintaining her academic pursuits, proving that she's much more than just another Hollywood wife. For Rod Stewart and Penny Lancaster, the legendary rock icon and the stunning model-turned-television personality have created one of the music industry's most enduring love stories despite their 26-year age gap. Their romance had an almost fairy tale beginning in 1999 when Penny, then an aspiring photographer, was hired for a photo shoot with Rod. What was supposed to be a professional assignment turned into an instant connection that neither could ignore. Penny brought a fresh energy into Rod's life, and he was immediately drawn to her warmth, intelligence, and genuine nature. After years of dating and building a solid foundation, Rod decided to make one of the most romantic gestures of his life. In 2005, he whisked Penny away to Paris and proposed to her at the top of the Eiffel Tower, creating a moment straight out of a romance novel. Their 2007 wedding in Portofino, Italy, was equally magical, an elegant ceremony that perfectly blended intimacy with celebration, attended by their closest family and friends. The Italian Riviera provided the perfect backdrop for two people who had found their soulmates against all odds. Together, they've built a beautiful family, welcoming two sons, Alistair and Aidan, who have brought even more joy into their lives. Rod, who has 8 children in total from various relationships, has often called his marriage to Penny the best decision of his life. Despite his decades of rock and roll excess and his reputation as one of music's greatest heartthrobs, he's found true stability and happiness with Penny. She's been his rock through career milestones, health challenges, and the natural transitions that come with aging. Their relationship continues to thrive after more than 2 decades together, with the couple frequently seen enjoying vacations, attending events, and simply delighting in each other's company. Penny has also carved out her own successful career as a television personality and special constable, proving that their partnership is built on mutual respect and individual growth. 5. Nicolas Cage and Riko Shibata. The Academy Award-winning actor's 5th marriage to Japanese actress Riko Shibata, 31 years his junior, is a testament to finding love across cultures and continents during the most challenging of times. Their unique romance began in 2020 when Nicolas met Riko during a visit to Japan, where he was exploring the country's rich culture and cinema scene. Despite the language barriers and cultural differences, they discovered an immediate and profound connection that transcended these obstacles. Their relationship faced its ultimate test almost immediately when global events in 2020 forced them into a long-distance relationship for months. Yet this separation only strengthened their bond. What makes their love story particularly touching is how they maintained their connection during those difficult months apart. They relied on virtual dates, heartfelt messages, and constant communication to bridge the physical distance between them. Nicholas, known for his grand romantic gestures in films, brought that same theatrical romance to real life when he proposed to Rico in an unconventional yet deeply personal way. He mailed her an engagement ring while they were still separated by travel restrictions. This unique proposal perfectly captured both the challenges of their situation and the strength of their commitment. In February 2021, they celebrated their love with an intimate wedding ceremony at the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas, beautifully blending Japanese and American traditions to honor both of their cultures. The couple welcomed their first child together, daughter August Francesca, in 2022, marking a new chapter for Nicholas as he embraced fatherhood once again. Despite his previous turbulent relationships and 4 prior marriages, Nicholas has spoken openly about finding a sense of peace and stability with Rico that he'd been searching for his entire life. Rico has brought a calming presence to his often chaotic world, and their marriage represents a fresh start built on mutual respect, cultural appreciation, and genuine understanding. 6. Eddie Murphy and Paige Butcher. One of comedy's biggest legends found lasting love with Australian model and actress Paige Butcher, who is 18 years younger, in a relationship that thrives on privacy and family values. Their story began in 2012 when they met on a film set, and unlike many of Eddie's previous high-profile relationships that played out in the tabloids, this romance developed quietly and steadily away from the public eye. Paige, who had built a successful modeling career and appeared in several films, made the conscious decision to step back from the spotlight once she and Eddie became serious, choosing instead to focus on their relationship and growing family. This deliberate choice to maintain privacy has been the cornerstone of their strong bond. In 2016, they welcomed their first child together, Izzy Una Murphy, bringing immense joy to their lives. 2 years later, in 2018, their family grew again with the birth of their son, Max Charles Murphy, whose middle name was chosen as a touching tribute to Eddie's beloved brother, Charlie Murphy, who had passed away the previous year. This gesture showed the deep emotional connection and respect within their relationship, as Paige understood the importance of honoring Eddie's family legacy. What makes their relationship particularly special is how seamlessly Paige has blended into Eddie's large family. He has 10 children from various relationships, while maintaining their own nuclear family unit. Eddie, who has evolved from the wild comedy star of the 1980s into a devoted family man, has often spoken about how fatherhood remains his greatest role. Though they've been together for over a decade, Eddie and Paige have not rushed into marriage, proving that their commitment to each other doesn't need a legal document to validate it. Their love is evident in their actions, the way they support each other, raise their children with love and stability, and maintain a drama-free existence that allows their relationship to flourish away from Hollywood's harsh spotlight. 7. Billy Joel and Alexis Roderick. The legendary piano man found his perfect harmony with Alexis Roderick, an accomplished equestrian and former Morgan Stanley executive who is 33 years younger than him. Their unexpected love story began in 2010 when they met at a restaurant in Huntington, New York, where Alexis was working in finance. What started as a chance encounter evolved into a deep friendship that laid the foundation for something much more meaningful. Unlike Billy's previous high-profile marriages, including his famous union with supermodel Christy Brinkley, his relationship with Alexis developed quietly, away from the glare of publicity. For years, they maintained a low-key relationship, with Alexis providing Billy with the stability and peace he had been searching for throughout his tumultuous romantic history. Their bond strengthened over shared interests, particularly their mutual love of horses. Alexis is an accomplished equestrian who continues to compete. In 2015, Billy surprised everyone, including their dinner guests, by turning what was supposed to be an ordinary July 4th party at his Long Island estate into his fourth wedding ceremony. The surprise wedding was officiated by New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, with Billy's daughter, Alexa Ray Joel, from his marriage to Christy Brinkley, serving as maid of honor. Their joy multiplied when they welcomed their first daughter, Della Rose, just 1 month after their surprise wedding in 2015, followed by their second daughter, Remy Ann, in 2017. Fatherhood in his late 60s and early 70s has given Billy a renewed sense of purpose and happiness. He often speaks about how much he treasures this chapter of his life, enjoying school runs and bedtime stories rather than late-night parties. Alexis has created the stable, loving family environment that has allowed Billy to thrive both personally and professionally in his later years. 8. Sylvester Stallone and Jennifer Flavin. This Hollywood power couple's 22-year age gap couldn't prevent them from building one of Tinseltown's most resilient marriages, though their journey to lasting love wasn't without its dramatic twists. Their story began in 1988 at a Beverly Hills restaurant when Jennifer was just 19 years old and working as a model. Sylvester, already a massive star from Rocky and Rambo, was immediately captivated by her beauty and grace. Despite their significant age difference and his complicated romantic history, they began dating and quickly became one of Hollywood's most photographed couples. However, their path to happiness hit a devastating roadblock in 1994 when Sylvester ended their relationship through a 6-page handwritten letter delivered by FedEx, a shocking and painful breakup that made headlines. The split came after revelations about Sylvester's involvement with another woman, leaving Jennifer heartbroken and humiliated. Yet fate wasn't done with their story. After time apart to heal and grow, they found their way back to each other, realizing that their connection was too strong to abandon. Their reconciliation led to a beautiful wedding on May 17, 1997, at the elegant Dorchester Hotel in London, where they committed to making their love work this time around. Together, they built a stunning family with 3 daughters, Sophia, Sistine, and Scarlett, who have all followed in their mother's modeling footsteps, while carving out their own unique paths in entertainment and fashion. Jennifer proved she was much more than just a Hollywood wife by launching her own successful skincare company, Serious Skincare, becoming a businesswoman in her own right. Through career highs and lows, including Sylvester's various professional challenges and comebacks, Jennifer has been his unwavering support system. Their marriage has now lasted over 25 years, surviving in an industry where relationships rarely endure. Their story is one of second chances, forgiveness, and the power of choosing love over pride. 9. Richard Gere and Alejandra Silva. The Pretty Woman star found his real-life fairy tale with Spanish publicist and activist Alejandra Silva, who is 34 years younger than him, in a romance that feels like destiny fulfilled. Their story actually began in the mid-2000s when they first crossed paths at a hotel owned by Alejandra's family. But it wasn't until 2014 that the stars aligned for their love story to truly begin. Both were emerging from previous relationships and found themselves reconnecting at a time when they were ready for something deeper and more meaningful. What bonded them instantly was their shared commitment to humanitarian work and their devotion to Buddhist philosophy, creating a spiritual connection that transcended their age difference. Richard, who had long been one of Hollywood's most sought-after leading men, found in Alejandra not just a romantic partner, but a true soulmate who shared his passion for making the world a better place. Their relationship deepened through their work with various charitable causes, particularly those focused on helping the homeless and promoting human rights. In 2018, they celebrated their love with an intimate wedding ceremony that was actually their third celebration. They had secretly married in a civil ceremony earlier, followed by a blessing at Richard's New York ranch, and finally a party in Spain to honor Alejandra's heritage. Their joy multiplied exponentially when they welcomed their first son together in 2019, when Richard was 69 years old, followed by another son in 2020. Becoming a father again in his 70s has brought Richard immense happiness, and he's embraced this new chapter with enthusiasm and energy. Alejandra has spoken openly about how Richard makes her feel protected, cherished, and truly understood, while Richard has called her the love of his life and his greatest blessing. Their home is filled with meditation, mindfulness, and the laughter of young children, proving that it's never too late to build the family of your dreams. 10. Steven Tyler and Amy Preston. The Aerosmith frontman's relationship with Amy Preston, his former personal assistant who is 39 years younger, evolved from a professional partnership into a deep romantic connection that has brought stability to the rock legend's often chaotic world. Their unique dynamic began years before they went public in 2016, with Amy initially working closely with Steven in a professional capacity, learning the ins and outs of his demanding career and lifestyle. What started as a working relationship gradually transformed as they discovered a profound personal connection that neither could ignore. Their bond is built on much more than romance. Amy has become Steven's anchor through various personal challenges, including health struggles and the demands of maintaining a decades-long rock career. She brings a grounding energy to his larger-than-life personality, providing the stability and support that has allowed him to continue performing and creating music well into his 70s. Steven, known for his flamboyant stage presence and wild rock star persona, has found in Amy someone who accepts and celebrates all aspects of his personality, while helping him navigate the complexities of modern life. What makes their relationship particularly special is the genuine friendship at its core. They're often seen laughing together at events, sharing inside jokes, and displaying a playful dynamic that shows their connection goes far beyond surface-level attraction. Amy has seamlessly integrated into Steven's large family, including his 4 children from previous relationships, and has become a beloved figure at family gatherings. Steven frequently praises Amy's intelligence, kindness, and unwavering loyalty, crediting her with bringing a sense of peace and happiness to his life that he'd been searching for through decades of rock and roll excess. Their love story proves that sometimes the most unexpected relationships, ones that evolve slowly from friendship and trust, create the strongest bonds. 11. Jeff Goldblum and Emily Livingston. The charismatic star of Jurassic Park and Independence Day found his perfect match in Emily Livingston, a former Olympic rhythmic gymnast 30 years his junior, in a romance that celebrates creativity, movement, and joy. Their paths crossed in 2011 at a gym in Los Angeles, where Emily's grace and athleticism immediately caught Jeff's attention. At the time, Emily was transitioning from her competitive gymnastics career, having represented Canada at the 2000 Sydney Olympics, into the world of dance and choreography. Jeff, already a Hollywood icon known for his eccentric charm and unique persona, was instantly captivated by her dedication, discipline, and artistic spirit. Their connection went far beyond physical attraction, bonding over their shared love of movement, performance, and creative expression. After 3 years of dating filled with adventure and discovery, they tied the knot in 2014 in an intimate ceremony that perfectly reflected their playful yet profound connection. What makes their relationship particularly special is how they've maintained an almost childlike wonder and enthusiasm for life together. Their social media presence is filled with spontaneous dance sessions in their kitchen, impromptu musical performances, and genuine moments of joy that show a couple truly delighting in each other's company. The couple's happiness multiplied when they welcomed their first son, Charlie Ocean, in 2015, followed by River Joe in 2017, making Jeff a first-time father in his 60s. Fatherhood at this stage of life has brought out an even more tender and devoted side of Jeff, who embraces every moment with his young sons with enthusiasm and wonder. Emily has spoken about how Jeff's wisdom and life experience make him an incredibly present and engaged father, while Jeff credits Emily with keeping him young, active, and constantly inspired. Their home is filled with music, movement, and laughter, creating an environment where creativity and love flourish equally. 12. Bruce Willis and Emma Hemming. The die-hard action hero's marriage to model and entrepreneur Emma Hemming, 23 years his junior, has become one of Hollywood's most touching love stories, especially as they face life's unexpected challenges together. Their romance began in the mid-2000s and quickly blossomed into something special, leading to their beautiful 2009 wedding ceremony in the Caribbean. The intimate celebration was attended by close family and friends, including Bruce's ex-wife Demi Moore and their 3 daughters, showing the harmonious blended family they would continue to build together. Emma brought a fresh energy and stability to Bruce's life, and together they welcomed 2 daughters, Mabel in 2012 and Evelyn in 2014, who have been the center of their world. Emma seamlessly stepped into the role of not just wife and mother, but also as a loving stepmother to Bruce's 3 older daughters, from his marriage to Demi Moore. The blended family dynamic has been remarkably harmonious, with everyone coming together for holidays, birthdays, and important milestones, showing that love and respect can create beautiful extended families. Their bond has been particularly evident in recent years as Bruce faces significant health challenges, including his diagnosis with frontotemporal dementia. Emma has become his fiercest advocate and most devoted caregiver, using her platform to raise awareness about the condition while ensuring Bruce receives the best possible care surrounded by love. She's been incredibly open about their journey, sharing both the difficult moments and the precious ones, showing the world what true partnership means. Through every challenge, Emma has remained a pillar of strength for their family, coordinating care, maintaining normalcy for their daughters, and ensuring that Bruce's legacy and dignity are preserved. Their love story has evolved from a Hollywood romance to a powerful testament to the vows in sickness and in health, proving that true love means standing together through life's most difficult trials. 13. Mel Gibson and Rosalind Ross. The Braveheart director found love again with screenwriter and equestrian Rosalind Ross, who is 35 years younger than him, in a relationship that has weathered public scrutiny with grace and determination. Their romance began in 2014 when Rosalind was working at his production company, initially maintaining a professional relationship before their undeniable connection evolved into something deeper. Rosalind brought a fresh perspective to Mel's life. She wasn't just another Hollywood insider, but an accomplished woman with her own ambitions as a writer, champion equestrian, and aspiring filmmaker. Despite the significant age difference and the intense media attention that followed their relationship announcement, the couple remained focused on building their life together rather than responding to outside criticism. Their bond strengthened considerably with the arrival of their son Lars in 2017, marking Mel's 9th child and bringing new joy into both their lives. Fatherhood again in his 60s has given Mel a renewed sense of purpose, and he's often spoken about how Rosalind and Lars have brought stability and happiness during a period of personal and professional redemption. What makes their relationship particularly strong is Rosalind's multifaceted background. Her experience as a competitive equestrian taught her discipline and focus, while her work as a screenwriter gives her unique insight into Mel's creative world. She's been a steady, supportive presence as he's navigated career comebacks and personal challenges, standing by him while also pursuing her own creative projects. Their relationship is built on mutual respect, shared interests in storytelling and film, and a deep emotional connection that has only grown stronger through the years. 14. George Clooney and Amal Clooney. Hollywood's most famous eternal bachelor shocked the world when he married brilliant human rights lawyer Amal Alamuddin, 17 years his junior, completely transforming his perspective on love and family. For decades, George had been adamant about never marrying again after his first marriage ended, dating a string of high-profile women, but always maintaining his independence. That all changed in 2013 when a mutual friend introduced him to Amal at his Lake Como home. Unlike anyone he'd ever met, Amal was an accomplished barrister who had represented WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange and former Ukrainian Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko, bringing intellectual depth and humanitarian passion that captivated George instantly. Their whirlwind romance moved quickly but deliberately, with George proposing in 2014 after less than a year of dating. He knew he'd found someone extraordinary who challenged and inspired him in ways he'd never experienced. Their 2014 Venice wedding was a magnificent affair that brought together Hollywood royalty and international human rights advocates, perfectly symbolizing the union of their two worlds. The celebration lasted for days, with ceremonies and parties that made headlines around the globe. But beyond the glamour was a genuine partnership built on shared values and mutual admiration. In 2017, the couple welcomed twins Ella and Alexander, making George a first-time father at 56 and completely changing his perspective on life. He went from the ultimate bachelor who insisted he'd never have children to a devoted dad who speaks lovingly about diaper changes and sleepless nights. Together, George and Amal have used their platform to advocate for important causes, from refugee rights to press freedom, proving their relationship is about more than red carpets and romantic getaways. Amal continues her groundbreaking legal work, while George remains active in film and activism, but they always prioritize their family and partnership. Their love story demonstrates that sometimes the right person can completely change your life path, even when you thought you had everything figured out. 15. Harrison Ford and Calista Flockhart. Despite their 22-year age gap, the Indiana Jones icon and the Ally McBeal star have built one of Hollywood's most enduring and private love stories. Their romance had an amusing beginning at the 2002 Golden Globe Awards, where Calista reportedly spilled a drink near Harrison, just to strike up a conversation with the notoriously reserved actor. At the time, Harrison was 59, already a Hollywood legend with iconic roles in Star Wars and Blade Runner, while Calista was 38 and riding high on her television success. That spilled drink led to a conversation that would change both their lives forever. What followed was an 8-year courtship that proved their connection was built on much more than initial attraction. During this time, Harrison embraced his role as a father figure to Callista's adopted son, Liam, whom she had welcomed shortly before meeting him. The actor, who already had 4 children from previous marriages, stepped naturally into this paternal role, showing that family bonds aren't always about biology, but about love and commitment. Their patience in building their relationship paid off when they finally tied the knot in 2010 in a quiet ceremony in Santa Fe, New Mexico, where Harrison was filming cowboys and aliens. The wedding perfectly reflected their preference for privacy and authenticity over Hollywood glamour. Over the years, they've mastered the art of maintaining a low-key lifestyle despite their fame, splitting time between their ranch in Wyoming and their home in Los Angeles. They're rarely seen at Hollywood events unless it's for a film premiere or charitable cause, preferring quiet dinners and family time to red carpet appearances. Harrison, known for his gruff exterior and dry humor, has often credited Calista's intelligence and wit for keeping their relationship fresh and engaging. Now in their second decade together, they continue to support each other's careers while prioritizing their family life, proving that sometimes the best Hollywood relationships are the ones that stay out of Hollywood. 16. Alec Baldwin and Hilaria Baldwin. The 30 rock star's marriage to yoga instructor and wellness expert Hilaria, 26 years his junior, has created one of Hollywood's most talked about families. Their story began in 2011 at a New York City restaurant, where Alec approached Hilaria and struck up a conversation that would lead to a complete transformation of his life. At the time, Alec was known for his volatile personality and high-profile relationship dramas, while Hilaria was a young yoga instructor focused on wellness and healthy living. Despite their different backgrounds and significant age gap, they found an immediate connection that surprised them both. Just over a year later, in 2012, they celebrated their love with a beautiful wedding at the Basilica of St. Patrick's Old Cathedral in New York, incorporating elements from both their backgrounds in a ceremony that was both elegant and deeply personal. What followed was an extraordinary journey into parenthood that would see them welcome 7 children together in just over a decade. Their children, Carmen, Raphael, Leonardo, Romeo, Eduardo, Maria, and Ilaria, have transformed Alec from a Hollywood bachelor into a devoted father of 8, including his daughter Ireland from his previous marriage to Kim Basinger. Their relationship has certainly faced its share of public challenges, from various controversies surrounding Alec's career to intense media scrutiny about their family life. However, they've consistently presented a united front, choosing to focus on their growing family rather than respond to outside criticism. Hilaria has been instrumental in bringing balance and wellness into Alec's life, introducing him to yoga and meditation practices that have helped him manage stress and find peace in the chaos of raising a large family. Their social media presence offers glimpses into their hectic but joy-filled household, where birthday parties, music lessons, and family dinners create a constant buzz of activity. Despite the significant age difference and public pressures, they've built a partnership based on shared values of family, wellness, and supporting each other through life's challenges. 17. Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones. When these two stars met at the 1998 Deauville Film Festival in France, their 25-year age gap didn't stop Michael from making one of the boldest pickup lines in Hollywood history. Michael, already an Oscar-winning actor and industry veteran, approached the rising Welsh actress who had just captivated audiences in The Mask of Zorro and famously told her, "I want to father your children." While the line nearly scared Catherine away initially, Michael's persistence and genuine charm eventually won her over, leading to one of Hollywood's most glamorous love stories. By 1999, they were officially together, and their romance moved quickly but meaningfully. Michael, who had been married once before and had a son from that relationship, found in Catherine not just beauty, but intelligence, talent, and a grounded nature that perfectly complemented his Hollywood legacy. Their spectacular wedding in November 2000 at the Plaza Hotel in New York was a lavish affair rumored to cost over $1.5 million, bringing together Hollywood elite in a celebration that perfectly captured their larger-than-life romance. The couple shares the unique distinction of having the same birthday, September 25th, exactly 25 years apart, which they've always considered a sign of their cosmic connection. Together, they've built a beautiful family with their 2 children, Dylan and Karis, while successfully balancing 2 massive Hollywood careers. Their relationship hasn't been without challenges. They've weathered Michael's health struggles, including his battle with throat cancer, and even went through a brief separation in 2013 when the pressures of life became overwhelming. However, they emerged from that difficult period stronger than ever, proving that their love could survive even the toughest storms. Catherine has been Michael's rock through health scares and career transitions, while he has supported her through her own health journey and continued success in film and theater. Now, after more than 2 decades together, they remain one of Hollywood's most solid couples, frequently sharing loving tributes to each other on social media and appearing more in love than ever at red carpet events. 18. David Foster and Katharine McPhee. The legendary music producer and the American Idol alumna have proven that a 34-year age gap can't diminish the power of a connection built on shared passion and mutual respect. Their story actually began in 2006 when David served as a mentor to Katharine during her memorable run on American Idol, where she ultimately became the runner-up. At that time, their relationship was purely professional. David was helping shape the career of a promising young talent, while Katharine was focused on launching her music career. Neither could have imagined that over a decade later, they would find themselves falling in love. For years, they maintained a friendship, with David occasionally producing music for Katharine and offering guidance as she navigated both her music and acting careers. It wasn't until 2017, after both had gone through divorces, that their relationship took a romantic turn. What had been a solid foundation of friendship and professional respect blossomed into something deeper when they realized their connection went far beyond music. Despite initial skepticism from the public about their age difference, they were married in June 2019 in an elegant London ceremony attended by close friends and music industry luminaries, creating a beautiful blend of intimate celebration and star power. Their bond deepened even further when they welcomed their son, Rennie David, in February 2021, making David a father again at the remarkable age of 71. He already had 5 adult children from previous relationships, including daughters who are actually older than Katharine, but he embraced this new chapter of fatherhood with enthusiasm and joy. Katharine has spoken openly about how David's experience and wisdom have enriched her life, while David credits Katharine with bringing youth, energy, and fresh perspective to his world. Their relationship thrives on their musical collaboration. They frequently perform together, with David on piano and Katharine's powerful voice creating magic that showcases not just their professional chemistry, but their deep personal connection. Through their shared love of music, family values, and mutual support of each other's careers, they've built a partnership that transcends age and proves that sometimes the best relationships are worth waiting for. 19. Dick Van Dyke and Arlene Silver. The legendary entertainer found love again at an age when most people are enjoying retirement, marrying makeup artist Arlene Silver, who is 46 years younger than him. Their enchanting story began in 2006 at the Screen Actors Guild Awards, where Arlene was working as a makeup artist for the event. Despite being introduced at an industry event filled with celebrities, their connection was immediate and genuine. Dick, already in his 80s, was captivated by Arlene's warmth, humor, and vivacious spirit that matched his own legendary energy. Their friendship developed over several years before blossoming into romance, with Arlene initially never imagining she would fall in love with someone nearly 5 decades her senior. But Dick's youthful spirit, incredible sense of humor, and zest for life made age irrelevant. In 2012, at the remarkable age of 86, Dick married Arlene, then 40, in an intimate ceremony in Malibu, surrounded by close friends and family. Their wedding was a joyful celebration that proved it's never too late to find true love and companionship. What makes their relationship truly special is the pure joy they bring to each other's lives. Their social media presence has become beloved by fans worldwide, featuring videos of them singing together, dancing in their living room, and simply delighting in each other's company. Even now, in his late 90s, Dick remains incredibly active and energetic, crediting Arlene with keeping him young at heart. She's become his biggest cheerleader, supporting his continued performing while ensuring he stays healthy and happy. Their love story is a testament to the idea that age truly is just a state of mind when two people share genuine connection and joy. 20. Patrick Stewart and Sunny Ozell. The Star Trek icon found unexpected love with singer-songwriter Sunny Ozell, who is 38 years younger than him, in a romance that began with a chance meeting at a Brooklyn restaurant. In 2008, Patrick was performing in Macbeth when he visited the restaurant where Sunny was working as a waitress while pursuing her music career. What started as friendly conversation quickly evolved into something deeper, with Patrick immediately drawn to Sunny's talent, intelligence, and independent spirit. Their relationship progressed naturally, with Sunny gradually becoming part of Patrick's world while maintaining her own identity and career. The couple's 2013 wedding was officiated by Patrick's best friend and fellow actor Ian McKellen, creating a ceremony that was both intimate and meaningful. The wedding perfectly captured their playful dynamic, serious commitment combined with joy and humor. Since then, their marriage has thrived on mutual support and admiration, with Patrick becoming Sunny's biggest fan at her performances, while she fully embraces his sci-fi legacy, often accompanying him to comic conventions and Star Trek events. Their relationship demonstrates how two people from different generations can create a partnership based on respect, shared interests, and genuine affection. They frequently share glimpses of their life together that show a couple truly enjoying each other's company, whether it's Patrick supporting Sunny's music career or her joining him for Shakespeare readings. Love knows no bounds, and these celebrity couples have proven that age is just a number. Through all these remarkable stories, we've seen common threads that weave through every relationship: the power of genuine connection, the importance of mutual respect, and the courage to choose love despite public opinion. Some couples found each other after heartbreak and divorce, discovering that second chances can lead to the greatest love stories. Others became parents in their 60s and 70s, embracing new chapters when society might expect them to slow down. Which of these surprising age gap romances shocked you the most? Was it Dick Van Dyke finding love in his 80s? Or perhaps Mick Jagger becoming a father again in his 70s? These stories challenge our assumptions about relationships and remind us that love can bloom at any stage of life, between any two people who truly connect. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating celebrity stories that prove love always finds a way.